Among the many enigmatic writings of Nostradamus, few predictions spark as much mystery as those concerning the future of the Catholic Church. His cryptic verses, filled with metaphors and symbolism, have been analyzed for centuries by scholars trying to decode their true meanings. And among his most intriguing visions, one stands out, a prophecy that suggests the end of the papal era as we know it. This prophecy closely aligns with another equally mysterious prediction, the prophecy of the popes, attributed to Saint Malachi. According to this ancient manuscript, every pope since the 12th century has been described by a short motto, and the final name on the list is Petrus Romanus, Peter the Roman, the pope who would lead the church during times of great tribulation before its ultimate downfall. Many believe that Pope Francis could be directly linked to this prophecy. While his birth name is not Peter, he is the first pope to take the name Francis, in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, whose birth name was Giovanni di Pietro di Bernard I. The connection between Pietro and Peter has fueled speculation that Francis could, in some way, fulfill the role of the last pope foretold in these ancient texts. Additionally, Nostradamus' writings describe an era of extreme crisis within the Vatican. His verses hint at internal conflicts, persecution, and institutional collapse, suggesting that the last pope would face challenges unlike any before him. The prophet's words speak of a church besieged by both external and internal forces, leading many to wonder if these prophecies are unfolding before our very eyes. The past decades have been marked by a series of events that have shaken the foundations of the Vatican, with controversies and health concerns surrounding its leader becoming more pronounced. Reports of Pope Francis's declining health, coupled with persistent rumors from within the corridors of the Vatican, have intensified public interest in these prophecies. Media outlets and analysts have pointed to various signs, from unexplained delays in public appearances to an increased reliance on senior advisors, as indicators that the Church is facing unprecedented internal challenges. In a climate of uncertainty and rapid change, the ancient predictions of Nostradamus have found renewed relevance, intertwining with the modern narrative of a church in crisis. Every new development, whether it be a minor health setback or a significant administrative decision, is scrutinized under the lens of these age-old prophecies. Scholars and conspiracy theorists alike are piecing together historical clues and contemporary events, drawing parallels between Nostradamus' ominous verses and the unfolding reality within the Vatican. As the words of Nostradamus continue to reverberate through time, they challenge us to consider the possibility that history, prophecy, and modern reality are converging in ways that defy easy explanation. This synthesis of ancient foresight and present-day turmoil raises profound questions about the future of one of the world's oldest institutions. The prophecy of the last pope, with its intricate symbolism and haunting foresight, remains one of the most compelling narratives of our time. This unexpected convergence of ancient prophecy and modern events compels us to closely scrutinize every unfolding detail. In recent years, reports concerning Pope Francis's deteriorating health have intensified, fueling both media speculation and academic debate. Evidence from multiple sources suggests that the leader of the Catholic Church is facing significant physical challenges that resonate with the ominous prophecies of both Nostradamus and the prophecy of the popes. Observers have noted a series of subtle yet alarming signs that indicate a decline in his well-being, with health reports citing episodes of fatigue, irregular public appearances, and an increasing dependence on his closest advisors. Medical insiders and Vatican sources have repeatedly confirmed that Pope Francis's condition has become a subject of growing concern. Although official statements remain measured, several accounts allude to a weakening physical state. The rapid aging process, compounded by long-standing ailments, has led to a situation where even minor health setbacks could have far-reaching implications for the Church. In this context, the ongoing discussion about his ability to continue fulfilling the rigorous demands of the papacy gains new urgency. The convergence of health issues with ancient prophecies has created an environment ripe for speculation. Critics and scholars alike argue that the current state of Pope Francis's health could be interpreted as a modern manifestation of the predicted decline associated with the last pope. Historical parallels drawn from earlier periods of turmoil within the Vatican further intensify this narrative, suggesting that the apparent fragility of the papal figure might signal the beginning of a transformative era. Moreover, persistent rumors from within the Vatican have added fuel to the fire. Reports of confidential meetings among high-ranking officials, along with increased security protocols, have led many to speculate that preparations are underway for a significant change in leadership. These developments are being closely monitored by both traditional media outlets and digital platforms, where discussions about a potential papal resignation or unexpected transition have become commonplace. SEO-focused keywords such as Pope Francis Health Update, Last Pope Prophecy, Vatican Crisis, and Nostradamus predictions have dominated online searches, reflecting a growing public interest in how contemporary events might align with ancient foresight. This surge in digital queries mirrors the broader anxiety regarding institutional stability and the enduring influence of prophetic literature. The unfolding narrative is marked by an undercurrent of inevitability, where the decline in Pope Francis's health is seen not as an isolated phenomenon, but as part of a larger tapestry of change. This perspective casts current events in a new light, inviting interpretations that align modern occurrences with time-honored predictions. While official channels remain circumspect, the observable signs continue to feed a narrative that is both compelling and unsettling, setting the stage for further developments that could redefine the future of the Vatican. As discussions surrounding Pope Francis's health intensify, every subtle indicator is scrutinized for its potential to confirm these ancient warnings. The intersection of modern reality with historical prophecy creates a dynamic discourse that underscores the profound implications of this critical moment in church history. These insights reinforce a consensus: the Vatican is on the brink of transformation. In the wake of growing concerns about Pope Francis's declining health and the mounting evidence that aligns with ancient prophecies, attention naturally shifts to what might follow the era of papal leadership as we know it. The notion of the last pope is not merely a symbolic end, but represents a transformative juncture for the entire Catholic Church and its global influence. Historical analysis suggests that when long-standing institutions face profound challenges, a period of radical restructuring often ensues. In this context, the prophecy regarding the final pope hints at an imminent reordering of power within the Vatican. The dissolution of traditional hierarchies may pave the way for emerging leaders, figures who have long operated behind the scenes, to assume more prominent roles. This potential shift in leadership structure is predicted to not only redefine internal church dynamics but also alter the institution's relationship with the world at large. Scholars and analysts have pointed out that the anticipated changes might extend far beyond mere administrative reshuffling. The collapse of a centuries-old system could catalyze a broader re-examination of religious authority and its intersection with modern societal values. The phrase "end of the papal era" has become synonymous with a larger crisis, one that encompasses not only the internal workings of the Vatican but also the very foundation upon which spiritual and political authority have been built. SEO-rich terms like Vatican crisis and end of papal era are increasingly prevalent in discussions that explore these themes, reflecting a deep public interest in how ancient prophecies might manifest in today's geopolitical landscape. Moreover, as traditional power structures within the Church come under intense scrutiny, there is the possibility of radical reform. The emergence of new leadership, driven by demands for greater transparency and accountability, could herald an era of innovation that blends the wisdom of established traditions with contemporary insights. This transformative process is expected to be gradual yet inevitable, with changes in the Church's structure potentially leading to an institutional rebirth that adapts to the challenges of the modern era. The prophecy of the last pope also carries implications for the broader social and political order. As faith-based institutions grapple with internal disarray, secular powers might increasingly fill the void, offering alternative models of governance and ethical guidance. This shift could lead to a redefined balance between religious influence and civic authority, a phenomenon that historical precedents suggest is often accompanied by both turmoil and renewal. The narrative of transformation, steeped in prophetic foresight, resonates with those seeking to understand the complex interplay between tradition and change in turbulent times. Ultimately, the vision of what comes after the last pope challenges us to reimagine the future of spiritual leadership and institutional authority. By connecting the dots between Nostradamus's cryptic predictions, the tangible signs of crisis within the Vatican, and the historical patterns of institutional collapse and rebirth, this perspective offers a compelling framework to interpret today's unfolding events. The convergence of prophecy and modern reality not only heightens the sense of urgency but also invites a reflective reconsideration of how age-old institutions might evolve to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world. The year 2025 emerges as a focal point of transformation, intertwining celestial events, geopolitical shifts, and the timeless echoes of Nostradamus' predictions. Recent analyses suggest that the convergence of modern challenges with apocalyptic omens may render 2025 a year of profound upheaval and rebirth. Ancient verses speak of a period marked by chaos and renewal, a moment when long-held institutions face existential trials and the old order gives way to a new paradigm. Astrological phenomena predicted for 2025 further reinforce the idea that the cosmos itself might be aligning with these prophetic insights. Unusual planetary alignments, intensified solar activity, and other cosmic occurrences are being linked to the foretold disruptions, generating a climate of anticipation. This synthesis of astronomical events and earthly crises has sparked intense debate among scholars and enthusiasts, who now closely monitor every significant occurrence that could validate these long-standing prophecies. Political and social dynamics are also expected to play a decisive role. With global powers already grappling with unprecedented economic and ideological challenges, the pressures of rapid change have pushed many to question the sustainability of current systems. The Vatican, already under scrutiny due to internal strife and leadership uncertainties, finds itself at the epicenter of these discussions. The notion that 2025 might signal a tipping point for religious institutions is supported by parallels drawn from historical periods of societal transformation, where crisis often precipitates reform. The infusion of SEO-critical keywords such as 2025 prophecy, Nostradamus predictions, and apocalyptic events into the digital discourse reflects the growing public intrigue. These terms not only enhance online visibility but also underscore the urgency felt by a global audience seeking to understand the impending changes. As online searches surge and debates intensify, a palpable sense of anticipation pervades discussions about the future. The interplay between modern data and ancient foresight has rekindled interest in how predictive literature, once confined to obscure texts, now resonates with the pulse of contemporary events. Moreover, this period of potential transformation is characterized by a blend of forewarned caution and reluctant acceptance. Many experts argue that the signs are not merely symbolic but represent tangible shifts, a realignment of power and priorities that could fundamentally alter the structure of global institutions. This perspective is particularly relevant for the Catholic Church, where the uncertainty surrounding leadership and doctrinal direction mirrors broader societal discontent. The discussion of these topics continues to evoke both skepticism and fervent belief, reinforcing the narrative that 2025 could indeed herald a dramatic turning point. The cumulative weight of historical evidence, celestial phenomena, and modern political turbulence converges to create a scenario in which change is inevitable. As the year unfolds, every development, whether a subtle political maneuver or an overt natural event, will be scrutinized for its potential to confirm these ancient predictions. In this charged atmosphere, the message is clear. The transition that Nostradamus alluded to may be upon us, urging a re-examination of the established order and inviting a bold, uncertain future. The convergence of Nostradamus's ancient prophecies with today's alarming signs from the Vatican forces us to rethink the future of this venerable institution. The unsettling indicators, from Pope Francis's declining health to the cryptic warnings of centuries past, suggest that we may be on the verge of a dramatic transformation. If you found this exploration as compelling as we did, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement is key to deepening the discussion and uncovering more insights into these mysterious prophecies. Stay tuned, and join us on this journey as we continue to unravel the secrets of history and what the future might hold.